Hey guys, what's up? Green Machine Sam back with another video, and today we have another episode of Georgia Southern Dynasty. We are currently 8-0 and 4-0 in conference play. This week we will be taking on James Madison, who's sitting at 4-4 and 2-2, both in and out of conference play. They've lost 2, won 2. We are going to be on the road for 3 of our next 4 games, taking on both James Madison and Marshall on the road, heading back home to take on Coastal Carolina, and then we will head back out and face Appalachian State to finish off the season. So all of our remaining games are conference games. We do need to take all of them down to have a chance at the Sun Belt Conference. And as well as we need to take all of them down to really have a chance at the college football playoffs. Since we are in a lower tiered division, we do basically have to go undefeated just to even guarantee our spot into the college football playoff. And even then, we're still going to have to take the long road, right? We're probably not going to get a top 4 seed. So we're going to have to go all the way and take every single game. You know, we're going to have to play probably 4 games to even reach the national championship, let alone win it. We do have to play very good. We didn't play as well and up to our standards as last week, going against Troy, throwing those 2 early picks, one being a pick 6 and one just being a pick. We do need to slow that down. We need to limit our turnovers as best as possible. We need to get out to those early leads and really let our defense eat. Our defense is a lot more successful when they can kind of pin their ears back and the corners don't have to help out in the run game, and when our defensive line can actually pass rush. Now, we do need to see some more pressure from our defensive line. The pressure we did see last week didn't amount to many sacks, so we do need to finish out the sacks as well. Tackling was a bit of an issue. Coverage was a little bit of an issue. Overall, the defense just didn't play well. The offense was kind of putting them in bad spots. So overall, the whole team just needs to play better as a whole. But overall, outside of that, we still won, right? And the score was a lot closer than what the game indicated, right? They definitely put up a very good hard push in the end of that game. We just need to play better. That second quarter, outside of that second quarter, we didn't play great. That second quarter, we really played great, scoring, I think it was a combined 31 points during that time. So we do need to have another quarter like that. But if we can limit turnovers, if we can slow down on defense a little bit, maybe just stop making some of the simple mistakes that we were making, I think we should be fine. Now, James Madison is 4-4. I think Marshall's 1-7 now, as well as Coastal Carolina 6-2, and Appalachian State 5-3. But both those teams at the end, Coastal Carolina and App State, both having good records inside the conference play. So if they can survive those, they will be challenging us later down the road for that conference championship, potentially, or that spot in the conference championship anyway. We'll go ahead and take a look at conference standings just to show you guys what's going on. So yeah, in the Sun Belt, App State's 4-0. We are also 4-0, but they are in the same division as us, right? We're in East. The best team in the West is Louisiana and South Bama, currently both sitting at 3-1. But with us having 2 guys right on our tail, with App State being also 4-0 in conference play, and Coastal Carolina being 3-1 in conference play, they're right there. And with us having to play them, it makes it even more difficult. The weird thing is App State has only scored 170 points, and they've let up 174. So that does kind of make sense why they are 5-3. Kind of weird that they only won 1 out of conference game, so we do have that going for us. We just have the better overall record, but if we can't win these conference games, it's not going to show up, and we're not going to be able to make the Sun Belt Conference. And if we can't win these Sun Belt Conference games, we're definitely not making the college football playoffs. Recruiting's looking really good. We should be able to lock up a couple more guys over the next couple weeks. We have a couple more guys that are going to be more of the long-term solutions. Brian Draft is a guy that I'm really excited about. I don't think I can quite sell on him yet. No, we can't sell on him yet. Can't sell on Tyree Abram either yet. I'd really need to know what his third one is. If it's one of the A+, then we're in very good shape. But if it's not, we probably won't be able to sell on him just because of that D+ and B-. That's only 8 and 4 points combined. We would have to get at least a 10, which would be at least a B+. So as long as it's one of the A+ or that B+, we should be able to sell. If not, we will have to continue to send the house at him. Rashad Funk, we're getting back in on. Hopefully we can make a push. Hopefully try to get him squared away against Clemson. We do have the earlier visit, so if it comes down to it, that Week 12 matchup should be pretty important. Titus Board also looking pretty good. George also looking pretty good. Tom Fasano and Rudy McNett all looking very good. If we can sign, I'm hoping for at least 15 of these guys. I think we might lose out on 1 or 2. Rashad Funk's still going to be an uphill battle. I think with Miami and Florida trying to get in on Brian Draft, that's one's going to be pretty difficult. But overall, as long as we send points after these guys pretty heavily, I think we should be able to get a lot of them. Titus Board's also going to be a difficult situation, but next week we should be getting about 80 points back, so we should be able to send him another 55, as well as send Rudy McNitt another couple points, so we can hopefully lock him up. Overall, looking very good on the recruiting class. Even if we only walk away with like 13 of these guys, we still had a very good recruiting class with the 4 stars. We'll slowly start moving on to the 3 stars and start looking at some of those guys as we lock some of these guys up. But for now, I'm going to be fully focused on the 4 stars, getting as many of these guys in here as humanly possible. We're looking good, though. We are looking good. Going to have to take on James Madison on the road. We should be able to play pretty well. 8-0, 4-0 in conference play. Let's go get it done. One thing that really got away from us last week was just slowing down the opposing team by running the football. That's something we've done in the past. Even if they're long runs, it still beats up the defense, right? They have to be physical. Their corners have to come down. Whether it's Dalton Ludwig, whether it's Cam Gainwell, whether it's Bryce Baker, or whether it is Frederick Foss, one of these guys needs to step up and go play. Especially with Brendan Averill coming in next year, the 5-star running back that we signed last season. He's currently on redshirt. Once he gets in the building, it's going to be pretty hard for these guys to beat him out because he is going to be a 5-star. He's going to be able to develop very quickly. So a lot of these guys need to start making a name for themselves coming up shortly because I guarantee you I'm not carrying 5 or 6 running backs going into next year. Bit of a short kick to DeAndre Buchanan. He gets it up to the 25, though, so we'll have good regular starting field position. Spencer Dozier is still performing amazing. 800 yards, 8 touchdowns, 32 receptions. He has performed better than I think anybody really expected out of him. Now, he definitely developed in the offseason, but coming into this season, there were definitely question marks around our receiving core and who was exactly going to step up. With him stepping up, it does make it a lot easier. We're going to start off with a 3-yard run to Dalton Ludwig. He's going to have to be a guy that really makes his mark over the next couple games because Brendan Averill is going to be that guy that can probably take his spot a little bit easier, right? We can kind of look at Bryce Baker and Frederick Foss and be like, oh, those are power backs. We kind of need one or 2 of those. Ludwig and Gainwell are going to be the guys that are going to be on the cutting block if we do have to cut somebody. 1st and 10 at the 37, going to drop back to pass, and they bring 5, and they get home. Marcellus Nash getting home there. Just saw him, and he had like a free rush, basically, it felt like, or he beat Josh Schulters really fast. I don't know, but that was definitely quicker than what we would like to see. Spencer Dozier on this out route picks up 15, ball a little bit behind him. Had to slow down, and unfortunately, the defense back able to catch up on that one. 3rd and 2 here. I'm going to hit Ludwig immediately, just in the flat by himself. That corner doesn't come down right away. I'm going to hit him, let him pick it up, and ultimately get us a 1st down, keep the chains moving. Going to go to Frederick Foss here. Cut back lane. Breaks a couple arm tackles and continues to go forward. 10-yard rush for Frederick Foss. Just now passing 100 attempts for 625 yards on the season. So definitely an improvement from last season where he was at, when we were struggling to really run the football. This season, it's 2 for 28 to start off the day. I think one of his first 100-yard games coming last week. We didn't, just stop running the football. We just stopped running it to slow down the clock. We ran it because we were struggling in the passing game. And David Anyabayo with a big catch in the back corner of the end zone getting put on a linebacker, and you're going to pay for that. David's not the greatest receiver, but he's going to be able to beat up those linebackers. Going up 7-0 here early with just 3:39 off the clock. Pretty quick scoring drive. Ultimately leading to some big plays and ultimately getting a touchdown. Only out to the 13-yard line. Christian Ellis with 3 interceptions on the season. Kylan Pickens, I think it's at about 500 yards, 3 touchdowns. So somebody we're going to have to look out for coming into today's game. At the 13, 1st and 10. I'm expecting that jet sweep. No, it's a play action. Cover this tight end. They're going to hit the receiver in the flat, and that's a good gain. That's a good gain. I mean, we didn't have anybody down there. Dump it off. Let him try to go pick up the 1st down himself. I'm expecting a pass here. So we're just going to play it as such. 1st and 10 at the 24. Somebody needs to get home. Kevin Breeze! He doesn't bring him down! I'm about to bench Kevin Breeze. That's like the 2nd missed tackle that he's had that's led to a pretty easy score. I don't know what the fuck that was, but I understand Trey needs to play that a little bit better too, but We cannot have that happen on a fucking first down. We can't let those big plays go. I don't know who's not getting off their man as well downfield, but Jesus, guys. And whoever didn't block 50, I'm going to find you and I'm going to touch you later. I'm going to go 1st and 10 at the 22. They're stacking this box, and I don't love it. I'm going to hit this play action here real quick. Walton's my main option, then looking towards Browning, of course. Yeah, I didn't love it. The edge was coming. It was kind of covered all over. I figured we probably weren't going to be able to fit that ball over the top to Browning. So just had to kind of like throw it at Walton and hope for the best there. And we can't get that ball out either. 3rd and 10 now. Play action just not working for us right now. Going to have to hit something a little bit simpler. Like I said, 3rd and 10, dropping back, trying to find something. Dozier over the middle, catch, run. Trying to spin out of that one. Jordan Woolen trying to help his man out, but getting brought down, but still picking up the first down. 2 for 36 on the day for him. Already off to a good start. Dozier just such an explosive weapon for us. Such a consistent weapon, too. And once again, Matt Weeks just gets blown up in his gap and fucking gets thrown to the ground. And because he's 6'7", it's hard to fucking avoid him. 2nd and 11 now. I'm going to go inside zone. Robert Wright needs to pick up that backer. He does. Only a 3-yard rush there for Frederick Foss, though. Going to go drive corner here. Jordan Woolen's probably my main option here. Looking back towards Browning if necessary. I like Dozier one-on-one. Fuck it. Just throw it up, and it's out of bounds. God damn it. Doesn't even bring it in. Out of bounds anyway. 4th and 8. Got to punt the football in our own territory this far. I'm just going to punt the football and just call it a day then. A pretty good punt. The returner just decided not to elect to fair catch it and hold it where it was. So bounces all the way down inside the 10 and at the 9. You're going to go outside zone here. Wooden getting there. Wooden's there. Alex Wooden. He needs to have a little bit better performance. It definitely felt like the linebackers were lacking a lot last week. They need to come out and have a better game. And just overall, the defense in general just needs to have a better game as well. Joseph Callaway pick! The running back blocked up, but Trey doesn't hold his block long enough. Down to the 6 we go. Joseph Callaway responding. Kind of cut that off with Kevin Breeze. We only sent a 3-man rush technically there. I hopped on Kevin Breeze, decided to take away that quick game. They were looking towards that corner, but Callaway sticking to his man like glue. And here's a sack. I thought the slants were going to be open. They weren't open. Tried to wait for that late route, and just nothing really developed as much as I was hoping it to be. David, no, knocked away by the safety. 3rd and goal. I don't love the play that I picked. I kind of picked the wrong one. Not even going to fucking lie about that. I'm going to have Walton run a post here. If he can get behind that linebacker, could be something. No, Ludwig can't get the ball out. I don't know what the offensive line is doing, but they're not pass protecting. That's for damn sure. Unfortunately, having to settle for a field goal when we get the ball at their 6 is fucking insane. Like, it's actually insane how bad that is. Connor Mechie up and good. And we will take a 10-7 lead here in the first quarter. I'm going to hop on Trey Quintoriano. He's going to just blow up this play. The guard just didn't see him coming. Doesn't pick him up. So he just has a free run at the running back. Ultimately getting it done. Going to spread the D-line a little bit. Really force them to make a decision here. On a halfback draw, Alex Wooden just went one-on-one with the center and won his rep. Wow. On a halfback draw, kind of a perfectly timed blitz. You know, being able to call that blitz as we think they're going to do something in the middle. And there's a sack from Elijah Lacey, the senior. Really putting on a performance this year. Trying to get drafted as high as humanly possible, which will both help out the program and himself. 4th and 19, they will punt the football away. We're going to drop an extra guy back. Try to get an extra blocker back there for DeAndre Buchanan. Not a whole ton going. Didn't really get out to the wide side of the field, but we did get all the way up to the 37. DeAndre Buchanan has kind of turned it around and had a very good second half of the start of the season. Going to go 1st and 10, 26 duo. Frederick Foss to the outside. I don't know if he has breakaway speed, but he has enough speed to get it done all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, Frederick Voss. Like I said, he's one of the guys that I wouldn't say his position is guaranteed, right, depending on development and stuff in the offseason. I'm not going to sit here and say his position's 100% guaranteed, but he would probably be one of those backs that would probably find a spot going into next season. Going to go cover 3 cloud here to start off our defensive drive. Linebackers so far have come to play. Outside of Kevin Breeze just not bringing down that receiver on that one jet pass. Looking pretty good. I'll say that much. I think if Kevin Breeze brings them down, I don't think they go down to score that drive, just based off of how the defense played so far today. End of the first quarter, we are up 17-7, 64 pass yards, 64 rush yards, 7.1 yards per play, and a 6:34 time of possession. Their average on per play just is a lot better because of that one, because they only ran 2 plays on the opening drive and scored. Hopefully we'll be able to slow them down a little bit more even here later. Jaleel Rapugel bringing his man down after a quick reception on that slant route. A guy that hasn't played up to my standards really, but he's so young that I'm hoping that he can kind of still develop and kind of turn things around. Jaleel, no! He missed the tackle! McDowell having to get there. Down to the 3. That doesn't fucking help. Joshua Douglas getting it done so far at quarterback. Not really having to do a whole ton. 2 missed tackles on the day for this defense, and I don't know where the fuck Jaleel's at. He's just nowhere to be found. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. The defense has just not been coming to play these last couple weeks. Multiple breakdowns by guys, not really getting the job done as far as I'm concerned. We might start looking at some different corners here, seeing what we can change out on the field to really get things done. You know, when they ran that jet sweep, as much as it's Kevin Bree's fault for not bringing the man down, Jaleel didn't get off his block on that side of the field either, so it's not all on Breeze, right? Jaleel should have been getting off that block and attempting a tackle. Instead, he got blocked 20 yards down the field. So 1st and 10 at the 47 now. With this curl concept, trying to look for something quick. Nothing really open. Morris Moffett scrambling, getting brought down all the way up at the 33-yard line. Wanted to slide, but I saw that bit of an opening, and I was just like, you know what? Just keep running. Let's see if we can hit something here. 1st and 10 at the 33. Going to run the ball with Dalton Ludwig. He's going to have a hole and be able to exploit it down to the 16 there. Going to go mesh whips now here. Ludwig on this wheel route's very enticing. It always is, but looking towards Dozier, Walton. Dozier open over the middle. Catch. No. Does not hold on to the linebacker. Able to get there. Able to make it a tough play at least. Shock H option here. Don't love these closer to the end zone, but they still work relatively. Morris Moffett trying to have him to scramble around, and there's another sack for East Carolina. Couple on the day for them. 3rd and 13 now. Jordan Woolen on this fade route could be deadly. I'm going to throw it. Jordan Woolen, go get it! No! Out of reach. Morris, you got to have a better throw on that. That has to be completed there. It really, really does. Going to have to settle for a field goal. 4th and 13 at the 20. Makes no sense to go for it. Connor Mechie up and good. We'll take a 20-14 lead. Not super great considering the fact that 2 of the drives that we've had the ball, we're ending off, we have the ball at the 6, and then we also get all the way down to the fucking, 15-yard line. So it's fucking annoying. We got to finish off some more drives. Up to the 22 comes ECU. Not ECU. James Madison. Sorry, I don't know why the fuck I said ECU. 1st and 10. They're going to run an RPO right towards where Joseph Callaway came from. That's a good throw. I mean, if he sees the corner coming, that's a good throw. That's a good read there to get that ball out and put it back where the blitzer's coming from. 2nd and 8. They're going to dump it off to the tight end. Wooden needs to play up closer. If your tight end's coming out of that formation late, go fucking guard him. No point in you sitting back there in that situation. 1st and 10 at the 32 now. Going to bring the tight end in motion, so something we're going to have to watch for. Going to go play action here. Cover this middle part of the field. At least the ball is broken up. Got to it late. I was trying to sit back a little bit and hope that we could potentially pick that. not getting it done there. 2nd and 10 now. Going to go dime package. Going to go cover one with a QB spy. Oh my God, the running back just shook Trey Quintariano out of his fucking boots. Just one cut, bam, breaks it back towards the middle. Insane. Going to bring Alex Wooden down to blitz. And just, nobody's taking good angles. I don't know what the fuck McDowell's doing there, but he just like came straight downhill, didn't even bother closing the distance on the running back. I don't know. It's kind of confusing. 33-yard line here. Going to cover this underneath stuff. Try to anyway. And there is Stephylon Green with his, I think, 4th sack on the season now. The D tackle getting home. He had enough of that shit. He wanted his own. 2nd and 18 now. 5 wide. Trey Quintariano trying to get out there, and he does. 3rd and 17. They get that tight end to kind of come down inside and then be able to wrap around. Trey Quintariano going to be coming on a blitz this package. Trying to get home, can't get there. Somebody come off their man. McDowell, thank you. Jesus. That was not exactly what I wanted done there. Going to bring McDowell down since he is on this zone coverage. Going to cover this tight end kind of immediately with him. Kind of cut off some of this quick stuff. Just going to try to cut off everything that's kind of quick. Callaway! What? He somehow slows down, perfectly times his jump, and jumps over top of Joseph Callaway and comes down with it. And these receivers are super annoying because they're not wearing normal receiving numbers. Wearing 21, 22, 23, 47. What the fuck are these jersey numbers? With them stacking the box so heavy, I kind of like our matchup on this halfback blunt dive. If everybody can block up, and nope. I don't know why I spoke too soon. No reason to. Gonna look towards Deion Browning here and Jordan Woolen. Deion's kind of locked up. Jordan's open, and he just doesn't keep running. Jordan Woolen able to make one man miss. Walton able to get back in that play and help out with a block. 1st and 10 now. Gonna look towards Walton immediately. Yeah, Walton's open. Just give him the football. Get upfield. Get out of bounds too. Just running along that sideline. If anybody's basically gonna touch you, they're gonna have to force you out. 1st and 10, minute 30 left at the 45-yard line. Got plenty of time still. Frederick Foss is gonna outrun this linebacker. Kind of duck behind the other one. 2nd and 3 now. Gonna go smash here. Clock is ticking, so something to be aware of here in the 2nd quarter and near the end of the 1st half. I knew I should have just dumped it to Ludwig and just let him try to make his man miss one-on-one in the flat, but I wanted Spencer Dozier on that in route. I figured that corner wasn't going to be able to keep with him. Going to go Ludwig in the flat here if he's open. Just get it to him, get the 1st down. Call it a day. That's all we really need to do at this point. Just pick up the 1st and keep the drive moving. Going to go Walton on a corner here. Browning and Woolen across the middle here early. Walton is open, and that ball is sailed by fucking Morris Moffett. He has had his struggles today, to say the least. Going to go strong flood here. Ludwig going a wheel route. If this guy doesn't play you correctly, this should be an easy touchdown. It's zone, though. Oh, my God, that's picked. Yep. Browning doesn't even look for the fucking football. Are you kidding me? And then the lineman just not able to bring him down. Our struggles are continuing. I don't know what to do here. It's been a very big struggle right now at this point. Gonna hop on coverage, and Callaway able to make a play on his receiver at least. I think that's Chris Lofton, the senior, now at this point. 2nd and 10. At the 43, D-line needs to come up and make a play right here, right now. And there's Christian Ellison coverage. Can't really guard the tight end for some fucking reason. Don't know why that's a problem for him, but it is. 3rd and 1 now. At the 34, going to send Callaway on a blitz here. Looping blitz, try to do something, and Kevin Breeze gets home, just not enough. 4th and 1. I'm gonna do it. I don't care. You're gonna have to come out here and beat me. If you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to beat me. And the tight end just runs a simple curl, and Christian Ellis nowhere to be found on that play. 1st and 10, and they waste clock, and then they call a timeout now. That's strange enough. We're going to call a timeout, try to slow the kicker down a little bit, make him think about his process, make him think about exactly how he's going to kick this football. There is some wind, so if we can deter it enough, he could miss. No, straight down Broadway. Well, not straight down Broadway, definitely hooked with the wind, but we do have 1 second. Do we really want to try to return this? Not really. I'd rather take a deep shot, to be fair. I would rather take a deep shot, let Morris Moffett and this offense and the speed of these receivers go out there and try something at least. We go mid-high low here. Dozier's my main option, looking Woolen as well. If they don't cover this correctly, something could be open. Dozier was way more open than Woolen. Yeah, the safety was able to play Woolen's side a lot better than Dozier's side. Unfortunately, should have thrown it to Dozier. I saw Woolen. I looked towards Dozier first, and he didn't get out of his break fast enough, and I looked towards Woolen, and he had a step. So I figured just throw it up. Hopefully the ball floats enough that he's able to run underneath it, hopefully catch and take it in. Down 24-20 here in the first half. Outside of Frederick Foss and some of these receivers doing their thing, the defense has not come to play as much as I was hoping, especially hoping to bounce back from the last game. Yeah, Jaleel Rapuggle is just on the ground. So is Elijah McDowell, and Bo Masco does nothing on that play. Wonderful. Yeah, it's been a struggle with our defense recently. I don't know if I'm calling bad plays, if they're just not playing the same, if I need to switch something up, if me taking them out of that one game kind of slowed their momentum down. I have no fucking idea why their momentum has just ceased to exist, but it has. It really has. At the 25-yard line, we're going to send a double blitz here with the backers. I'm actually going to drop Wooden in coverage afterwards. And Jaleel's just getting burnt. Holy shit, dude. Get off the fucking field, dude. Get off the fucking field. Get him off the fucking field. I'm so sick and tired of seeing him be burnt toast out there. Get Putassi in there and get fucking Jaquari in there at this point. I'm so fucking overseeing that bum. Don't let me see him again. I really do not want to see him on the fucking field. So glad I took away your single-digit number. Because my friend, you are fucking terrible right now. You can come play fucking next week if you want to come play. Trey Quinteriano getting free! He's going on that double-A gap blitz. He said, fuck this. If anybody's going to do it, I'm going to do it my fucking self. Trying to continue to guard his spot. Another position where a 5-star is coming in next season, so he's having to guard his spot and really make his claim that he is the guy for the job. 6-yard reception here. I'm fine with that. I wanted to take away that slant route. I just knew if I left it open, it was going to be a problem. 3rd and 11 at the 42 now. I'm going to drop into some coverage here. Cover this middle part of the field. The running back. I have no lines on the fucking ground, by the way. So I can't see where the fucking first down marker is. I don't know where anything is. Are you going to give me my... No, the game's just fucking bugged. I have no markers. I can't see half my assignments. What the fuck is this? Fucking strip the ball, Wooden. Please, do something. 2nd and 5. Outside of that one game, you just have fucking been complacent. You have not wanted to play. Up to the 24, 2nd and 5. If we can hold them to a field goal, we're still in this game. Play action fake. That tight end's going to be coming open here. Yep. Because Callaway just doesn't run with him. Why the fuck wouldn't you run with the dude that's coming across the middle? I understand that's technically supposed to be Trey Quinteriano's assignment. What are you doing? We go inside zone here on 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Offense needs to come out and respond. No more fucking field goals at this point. Frederick Foss, 8 for 84. Going to hurry back to the line here. Going to go slants flat here. Deion Browning, one of my main options here on that flat. No, Dozier, though. If this ball's good... Morris has been so fucking off today. I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't know if he has a hit on him that's forcing his mid-accuracy to go down, but he has sucked massive cock. Like, not even like a little cock. He's sucking massive, big, black, fat cock. Dalton Ludwig up to the 49 now. We go halfback dive back to Frederick Foss. Everybody pick up somebody and block, please. And just nothing. As Foss tries to make a move to pick up more yardage, nobody's blocking. Not even surprised anymore. This offensive line just doesn't want to play either, apparently. Foss doing his work. Weeks able to pick something up. And Foss down to the 19. 10 for 117 on the day for Frederick Foss. My God, is he fucking playing good right now. Frederick fucking Foss. He saw what Dalton Ludwig was doing, and he said, no more of that shit. It's my turn. David! His second touchdown on the day! Finally, fucking Morris Moffett hits somebody. His accuracy has just been piss poor today. I really don't know what's wrong with the team right now. I really do not know. I don't know if it's just that, teams are respecting us a little bit more and coming better prepared now that they've seen us. But we're just not up to the challenge right now. Do have to go for 2 here. Don't love that we're out of fucking single back. Gonna hit it anyway. Morris Moffett having a scramble. And the linebacker is in a spy. Of course he is. Morris Moffett scrambled like 3 times today, and fucking they have a QB spy on a 2-point conversion play. Stop him to a field goal. We're still in on this game. Just somebody has to come up and make a play. 1st and 10. Elijah, thank you. 4-yard gain there. I don't think we can run dime either. I think we need to stop running dime as much as we are. Just because they're coming out in 1 tight end and 1 running back, they still got 6 dudes in the box. We can't put 5 out there and expect better results. Masco, you need to pick that, dude. You got safety help. Play the ball. Play the ball fully. Go for that fucking interception there. 3rd and 6. Expecting a pass here. It is. Scrambling. Somebody fucking go hit the dude. I'm telling you to leave your assignment and go hit him. You are playing zone coverage. Go hit him if he starts to scramble. At the 38, 1st and 10. Nobody wanted to do their job today. Christian Ellis finally doing something. Chris Lofton brought down. Finally. Don't know where that's been all game, but it's finally showing up now. I don't know where Kevin Breeze and Renfro are at either, but they're just not playing either. I don't know. Elijah Lacey and Stephon Green are the only 2 guys really wanting to do anything. Because every time they run that jet sweep to that right side, they're not getting any penetration either. I'm about to take them off the field too. At this point, I'd rather see Leslie Lottie. No joke. That's wide open. Is that quarterback feeling anything yet? I've hit sticked him twice near the legs. Is he feeling anything at this point? 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Gonna hop in man. Gonna run halfback base here. Trey holding him up. There's Renfro and Masco finally. Gonna go linebacker blitz here. Why are we calling dime against a fucking 6-man front? This makes no fucking sense. Why are we doing that? Renfro getting free. 3rd and 8 now. I really do not understand that logic of calling a fucking dime package against a 6-man front. It literally puts us at a complete disadvantage there. There's a sack. Elijah Lacey. Thank you. 1.5 on the day for him. Able to get the stop. Still within this game. Please nobody run into the fucking punter. That punt sucked so much fat cock. DeAndre Buchanan, fair catch, and we will have the ball at our own 36. Minute left in the 3rd. Got to go out and play. Going to run the football a lot more here. Good blocking, but that linebacker sneaks through, able to bring us down, unfortunately. Just a lot of guys, not enough bodies, it seems like. 2nd and 9. They're going to this dime package. We're going to run this halfback draw here. Everybody needs to block up at least a little bit. Dalton Ludwig, 5-yard run there. Keeps us into a manageable situation. We're going to run stick here. Very simple concept. Really only 2 or 3 reads to be 100% fair. Browning in the flat there by himself. Kind of late. Get him the football. And in the 3rd quarter, we do have a chance to go put this game in our hands again. We have to at this point. I think if we lose one game, we're getting dropped to like fucking 25th in the nation. I'm not even kidding when I say that. We're undefeated. We have two or three ranked wins this season, and we're ranked 9th. Like, it's insane the disrespect we're being shown right now. Morris Moffett scrambling, picking up yards and picking up a little bit more. Down to the 34 he goes. 5 attempts for 7 yards on the day for him. Not as good of a running game as it was last week for him. 1st and 10 here. Dropping back, trying to find something. Frederick Foss just in the flat there. Just kind of give him the football. He gets pushed forward for 1. So at least we get something out of it. Avoiding the sack, too, is also a big thing, but not as big of a thing as some people make it out to be. And that linebacker just reads that play so well. He scrapes perfectly, able to get there. 3rd and 7. We call a screenplay here. Doesn't look like man. Looks like zone, which could be unfortunate enough for us. Frederick Foss catch. Foss picking up the first himself. He says, give me 1 block and I'm going to run over the fucking rest of the team. Deion Browning here on this fade route could be something. Nope, it's picked. I don't know how that safety knew how to play that fucking exactly perfect. And, oh my fucking God, I just got too locked in. Morris Moffett just got too locked in and fucking was just like, I'm going to throw this football. Trey Quintariano there. 2-yard reception for Chris Lofton, slowing him down a lot more here in this half. I'm going to send a blitz, but then I'm immediately going to bail if it doesn't work. Trey Quintariano having to get over there. Kevin Breeze on that backside, able to make the play. 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5, playing zone here. Just cover the middle. Pickett, thank you! Joseph, why the fuck are you on the field? Oh my God, you're going to score, aren't you? I fucking hate myself. I hate Joseph fucking Callaway. I do. I don't think I took him out of the, like, starting outside corner job. Whatever. Fuck you, Joseph. You're still a bitch. I still dislike you right now. 2-point conversion. We're going to run inside zone against this 5-man look. Just need to block everybody up. Ludwig in. Well, 2-point conversion. 2-point conversion. Sorry. 34-31. Just got to play defense now. Defense needs to come out and have another good drive. Another good drive can put this game away. Another game that just has not went our way as much as I was hoping. Ball bounces into the end zone, out to the 25. It will come. I'm going to send pressure again. Fuck it. Our pressure has seemed to work a little bit more than in weeks past, so we're going to send some more pressure. Trying to get there. Stephylin Green able to bring the running back down after a couple-yard pickup. I'm going to hop on Stephylin Green and play this zone. Oh my God, I missed the hit stick again. Number 0 just apparently has the smallest legs ever. Able to avoid that one, unfortunately. I'm going to send a little bit of a blitz here again. Off this left side. Bo Masco coming fast. The tight end's running the football and is breaking tackles. Wonderful. Josh Pfeiffer. Love it. Love it. Gonna bring Lloyd Wooden down into the A-gap and just let him fucking just try to run. Christian Ellis doesn't bring the tight end down. Callaway and McDowell, I'm telling to fucking strip the ball. They're just not doing anything. You know, why don't we just go sit on the fucking bleachers, apparently? Because apparently you guys don't want to play defense today. 1st and 10 at the 11. They're going to go play action. And there's a sack for Kevin Breeze getting home. 2nd and 18 now. 1.5 on the day for him. Doesn't feel like he's done a good job based off of what he's done earlier in the game. But still, nonetheless. Renfro's just getting bitched out there. Holy shit, dude. Get off the fucking field if you're going to get bitched like that. Bro just fucking got into your chest and said, come here, buddy. We're going to go for a ride now. Where's Elliott? I want him in as well. We're going to change some things fucking up right now. Here we go. That's what we're doing. We're changing it up completely. Going to go fucking fresh players. Right here, right now. Going to just try something out at this point. Paris gets free, and he'll push him into Vic Burley, who gets a sack. The big man, Vic. 4th and 20. Hold him to a field goal. We got to go put this game away. Go score a touchdown. Force it to be hard for them. Field goal is up and good, unfortunately. 34-34 here. We can run the football, too. With 3 minutes left to play, we can definitely run the football. Try to eat some of this clock as well. We're not returning that fucking football. No more returning the football. We're not returning the football anymore. Don't fucking touch it. Simple as that. Let it bounce. 1st and 10 at the 25. Just going to go halfback slam here. Straight downhill. Foss trying to find a gap. Doesn't really find much. 2nd and 8 now. Going to go halfback base here with Weeks and Ludwig. Weeks needs to pick up a block. Ludwig up to the 2nd level. Picks up the 1st at least. Nobody was really coming downhill, so I just figured pick up the 1st with Ludwig and just call it a day, even if Weeks doesn't find anybody really. 1st and 10 now. Foss downhill, and that tight and the fucking D tackle just kind of rips through Walton a little bit. We go inside zone here. 2-minute warning here. We can still run the football. That's not a problem. We just got to play it smart as well. 2nd and 10. We go with this halfback draw. Everybody needs to get on a man. Go pick somebody up. 3rd and 2. I for sure thought we got 10 there. Apparently we didn't. I really thought we got 10 there. We're going to send Ludwig to the flat immediately and just probably throw straight at him. We didn't get it. Holy shit. We did not get the fucking 2 yards. I'm going for it. I don't care at this point. Who the fuck are y'all blocking? Staying in double corner blitz. If they beat us, they beat us. Simple as this at this point. I don't know if that was Jaquari. Cool. I don't care. I'm going to send the double corner blitz again. 2nd and 18. Just force this offensive line to really come after us. 5-yard reception there. Tremaine Potassi comes up with the coverage. Going to play cover 3 here. Going to hop on Elliott. Get him to this outside edge of this guard. Try to win inside. Elliott, use check. Getting home. 4th and 24. Timeout. We get the ball back. Defense finally showing up, sending some pressure after this quarterback and forcing him to really make decisions. Oh, dude, I didn't know he was going to run up like it on it like that. That could have been an easy couple extra yards. 1st and 10. Not really loving what I'm seeing. Dozier underneath, catch, run, inside James Madison territory. Back to the line. Go back to the line. Go back to the line. Go back to the line. Stick. 1st and 10. Clock ticking here. Dozier across the middle again. Another reception. James Madison's going to start calling timeouts to hopefully preserve some clock. I don't know why you'd be calling timeouts. I really do not understand that. It's like, okay, why don't you just see if fucking Georgia Southern's going to accidentally run the clock out? They have to call their last timeout because of injury. That's insane. 2nd and 3 now. Halfback power to the outside for Baker. Stiff arm. Running him over. That's not a fucking touchdown. Are you kidding me? There's no way that's not a touchdown. Did he not extend the ball? I really thought he just called fucking game right there. Bryce Baker, first run of the day. Stiff arm. Linebacker tries to get back into play. Just runs him over. I think that's a touchdown. That should be a touchdown. Unless we're counting foot out, which I don't see how you could. That's a touchdown. I'm throwing the challenge flag. That's a touchdown. I don't care about the last time out. That's a fucking touchdown. That's a touchdown. Bryce Baker just called game. He just called you a bunch of pussies. That's a fucking touchdown. Give me the fucking touchdown, please. I gotta hope QB sneak works here. Right here, right now. Morris Moffett. Ethan Williams. Into the end zone, Morris Moffett goes. Touchdown. Let's fucking go. Bryce Baker. I don't care. That's Bryce Baker's there. I think that's a touchdown. I could be wrong. Somebody should correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that's a touchdown in that situation. 41-34. 22 seconds. No timeouts for James Madison. Going to play just straight up man coverage. Go to that dime package. Play deep. Masco needs to come up and make a tackle. There's Waddy. Out to the 24. We're going to go cover 2 man. Play off. Play over the top. It's definitely a pass. Everybody just play their man. Juszczyk getting free. Oh my god. I for sure fucking thought we were going to get home with Juszczyk there. Hop on Juszczyk again. Try to win his rep. Bull rush. Bull rush works and the quarterback has no time. Elliot Juszczyk. He's such a versatile player because he's going to be our like J.J. Watt level player, right? Because he's like 290. He's fucking huge, but he can play the edge. It's going to be insane what we can do with him. Jump up. Lacey gets home, and that will put the game away. Elijah Lacey. I would give them one play if I had a timeout, but I do not. So Lacey will call game on that one. 41-34. What a fucking shit show. Having to settle for 4 fucking field goals. 4 goddamn field goals we had to settle for. Joseph Callaway somehow gets the player of the game because of 2 interceptions and a touchdown. Joseph Callaway got benched in the same game, by the way. So there's that. But what a fucking game. Defense coming up late. I think like 10 sacks on the day. Defensive line kind of balled out in that second half. I know Ja'Quari Brown got a sack in there. I know Troy Quintariano got a sack in there as well. I know Elijah Lacey finished with like 2. Juszczyk finished with 1. Burley finished with 1. Green finished with 1. So, in fucking insane game from the defense in that last quarter. So, getting the victory against James Madison, not in pretty fashion once again. The team just needs like an entire just like overhaul right now. If we got to play some of the older guys or some of the more veteran guys, or if we got to change things around, we will. As of right now, I don't want to do that. I want to keep a lot of the younger guys in. But some of the younger guys are starting to struggle down the stretch. I don't know if it's just because of the physicality of college football and just like maybe they're just not used to it. I don't know. But we are struggling to say the least. We're going to go ahead and sim the week now that the game is over. Like I said, we should hopefully be able to lock up a couple guys over the next couple weeks. I don't think we're going to lock up anybody this week. No. But we should be getting close on a lot of the guys. Getting there. Program tradition does go up to a C- at least now. So that's a little bit more acceptable. Elijah Lacey, 4 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, and 2 sacks on the week for him. Wins him defensive Sun Belt Player of the Week. Wins him also National Defensive Player of the Week. He's at, I think, 12 sacks now on the season. Maybe even 13, depending on what, if my math is correct. Morris Moffett has kind of struggled down the stretch, especially with his accuracy and his interception rates right now, which is not great. He still has like a 4-1 almost interception rate, so that's not completely terrible. It's more like 3.5 now that I think about it, but if even less than that at this point. But Frederick Foss has definitely exploded. 6.6 yards per carry, 6 touchdowns, 83 yards a game. No fumbles on the year either. Now that I said that, he's going to fumble 3 times in the next game, and I'm going to get pissed. Dalton Ludwig, also pretty decent season. 56 carries, 346 yards, 6.2 yards per carry. Bryce Baker kind of turning things around when he actually gets touches. 24 carries, 131 yards, and 5 touchdowns on the season for him. Morris Moffett, it's just really hard because like when we get down to the 1-yard line, it's like, do I really want to turn around and hand the ball off to a running back that's starting 5-6 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he has to go 7 yards and make it through a line, or I can do a and then of course he also has his own fucking scrambling opportunities as well. So I'm not just going to sit here and say he's a QB sneak merchant. Spencer Dozier doing really good so far this season. Awesome. Browning doing really good. Jordan Woolen's kind of been a disappointment. Not necessarily disappointment, I guess. Just more I haven't been able to get him open and into a good scheme. Like I said, maybe it's him not being in the slot. Maybe it's him just, I don't know. Something's happening. It hasn't been great for us. 12.5 sacks for Lacey, 9 for Breeze, 4 for Green, 3.5 for Burley, 2.5 for Quintariano, 2.5 for Renfro, 2 for Wooden, 2 for Waddy, 2 for Juszczyk, 1 for Paris Masco and Brown. Picks are looking really good. Joseph Callaway with now 7. Holy shit. He's been playing insane. Connor Mechie, 10 for 11. His only miss coming from 50 plus at this point. just overall, the team's playing well. I think we just need to clean some stuff up in the coming weeks at this point. But yeah, like I said, it's been kind of crazy just so far. I do want to look at career stats for Georgia Southern. Elijah Walton does hold the record for both receiving yards and receptions at this point. Morris Monfett holds the record for touchdown passes at this point as well. He should be able to pass J.C. French, I would assume, sometime this year, hopefully, for passing yards. I do not think we have anybody else really super close on anything else. Lacey might be close on the sacks. I'm not 100% sure on that, though. We'll have to look real quick at the season, at his career stats. I don't think he's super close. I think you'd have to have a pretty impressive last couple games to really be there. 17.5, yeah, he's about 7.5 away. Breeze really has a chance just because he's only a sophomore at this point, but nothing too insane as of right now. But yeah, we got to play better. It's as simple as that. We are going to be taking on Marshall going into next week. That is something that we really need to just win out entirely, not really give them a chance, kind of put the game away early, give ourselves the best opportunity to just get out of there as quickly as possible. Tom, we should be able to sell on him. We're going to sell on him. Going to give him his points. Just going to find the right one at this point. Did I already pass over it? Here it is. So we're going to sell on him. Going to take these points off and then give him 25. That gets him up to 70. Rudy, I'm going to give an extra 25 to just because we have it right now. George, I'm going to give the extra 5 to. It's not going to make a ton of a difference, but it's going to get him enough. Titus Board, I want to get some points to. I think we're going to be out on Rashad Funk, unfortunately. Even with us selling and everything, I don't think we'll be able to get 100% in on him. I do kind of want to bring Tyree Abram in on a visit, but it's going to be very close. I would almost rather bring in Brian Draft. Even though he's not a gem, I would prefer him. I just don't know his stuff yet. So unfortunately, we won't be able to sell on him. Can't sell on Tyree Abram either, so we're just going to have to continue sending the house. Titus Board, though, we are going to send him the extra points that we can. If we can, I guess, is the major thing. We're going to lose out on so many of these guys late. I already fucking know it. I'm probably just going to take the points over Rashad Funk. I don't think there's any chance of us getting in on him. Titus Board for a visit, because that should be next week. I don't think Arizona will lock him up by next week. So I'm going to schedule him for a visit, send him the extra 5, and call it a day. That should just about do it and keep us in good runnings for a lot of those guys. Like I said, we can't bring in Brian Draft. Tyree Abram is fine. I think we should be able to win out on him. So we will have Marshall next week, 1-8, 1-4 overall in their season. We got to go out and win this game hand over fist. We got to really show what we are. If we struggle against Marshall, it's going to leave doubters in the college football playoffs, and we just can't have that going into the late part of the season. But if you guys did enjoy this video or any of the videos here on my channel, would appreciate it if you guys do stick around and subscribe. I'll be back for more videos like this, but for now, I'm out. Peace.